Alright you guys, welcome back to another video. This video is happening sooner than I thought I would. I know in the last video we kind of just talked about the new shop. Well, we got the keys a little earlier than expected, and I just did the walkthrough with the previous tenants. We got the keys, it's official. So I wanted to roll the camera now while I was literally in the moment of it, in the thick of it. A very surreal moment, very surreal. A lot of things brought us to this exact moment in time. So before we go any farther, I just want to say shout out to you guys. Big thank you to everyone who's been watching the videos over the last 9, going on 10 years now. If that didn't just sink in, let me say it again. 10 years. When we first started this, when I moved out of my parents' house and ended up getting a shop, it was a little 1,400 square foot, straight little hole in the wall, and I thought that was the craziest thing in the world. And if I could go back to that 10 years younger TJ and tell him about today, I don't think you'd believe it, and that wouldn't be possible without you guys. So just want to give a little thank you. This is a very, very important day. But here we are at the new shop. This is the new building. In the past, we've been in shared unit spaces, and then we moved into a shop with Throttle and shared space with them, and that was in a larger complex. This is a free-standing building, over 9,000 square foot, our own fenced-in yard, our own damn parking lot. We leveled up, boys. I'm gonna keep this video pretty raw. I'm gonna just show you a little bit of the space that we have here. So as you can see behind me, there's a damn parking lot, bro. There's a damn parking lot. That's how big this place is. It's not like a shared commercial space, like it's the Hunt & Co building. The OG Hunt quarters, like, is literally taking flight, standing on his own 2 feet. A dream that I never thought was possible. Again, a lot of emotions today. Let's start with what is probably the most important thing about this whole entire building. Tom, why don't you come stand right here? Stand right here, get nice and low and look directional. We have to get all of our cars up this driveway. It's kinda, I just got the Mark IV up it. It's kinda tight, but we have our own entrance. We have our own entrance. So you do a little angle job up here. Just 3-wheel a little bit, turn right. Oh, look at this. Back in the shop, it's fenced off. Can't go back there, sorry. And you're greeted with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 different parking spots. This gives us the ability to potentially do like a cars and coffee event or like an open house event and host car things and have all of our sponsors on display. Like, oh dude, when I was looking at this building and I was like trying to like go crazy, not go crazy, I was trying to just get us in a new spot. When I saw the dedicated parking lot, my mind just went a million miles an hour with the type of like ideas that we could do with that. Before we go in and we start showing all the space, this is a risk. As a business owner, you take risks. They're calculated, but it's a risk. This is one of the largest financial investments I've made towards what we do. Building cars, filming them, doing Hunt & Co. I'm just really proud of that. I'm really proud that we were able to get to where we are and get the team to utilize this whole entire space. And I will be honest with you guys, and I talk about this all the time. One of my favorite quotes I used to always talk about was, he who says he can and he who says he can't are usually both right. And I've been living off of that sentence for years now. And another one I used to really like, don't quote me on this, but the quote went something like, fear is often disguised as practicality. And when I think about moving into a space like this, and it's a little bit scary because I'm like, damn, like this is, you know, a pretty big investment, and we're leasing this space. We didn't buy the building. California's crazy. That's a big monthly expense. But when you look at it, and I really sat down and thought about it, about what we could do to combine all the spaces and have everyone in the same home, just the creative powerhouse we'd be able to have here, I think it was worth it. And I remembered that quote, and it really stuck with me. So the place right now, I'm gonna be honest with you, is pretty gross. Over the next 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks, we're gonna be doing improvements on the inside and on the outside. So as we walk through this, it wasn't, I wouldn't say the best condition. I mean, a lot of the walls here have these just like nails and screws, and all the white walls have brown scuffs, and all these doors have brown scuffs on here, and for some reason they painted the walls sky blue over there. It's not pretty, but that's gonna be one of the cool parts over the next few weeks. I'll be giving update videos. We have people coming in here tomorrow at 8 a.m. to start painting, doing some slight demo work, doing some additions. So I'm excited to show you guys that process, but we'll start with the east side of the office. And I don't know what the layout's gonna be yet. So you walk in, you have a lobby area, which I don't quite know what we're gonna do. It's pretty big. And I don't know what we're gonna do with the space yet, but I got a lot of room here. This room, prime example, disgusting.
Pretty bad.
Pretty bad. Pretty bad. DEBT, the thing none of us want, but a lot of us have. That's debt. For me personally, debt kind of looks like this. But debt can look like a lot of different things for a lot of different people. And what sucks the most is when you have a bunch of different debt coming from a bunch of different places and you don't know if you're paying it down as quickly and as efficiently as possible. If you want to save thousands on interest and on fees, listen up because I have the solution for you. PDS Debt will roll all of your monthly payments into one easy monthly payment. And they work really hard to get the best rate possible so you can see those monthly expenses and payments go down every month and make you feel a little bit better. One of the many great things about PDS Debt is that they have zero interest. And whether you have good credit or fair credit, they accept it all. So you'll be saving thousands on fees and on interest while paying it down in a fraction of the time. Take the PDS Debt Assessment Test and it'll only take you 30 seconds and it will determine how they can help you the best. All you have to do is go to pdsdebt.com/hunt and you can thank me later as you watch those expenses go down every month. Thank you so much PDS Debt for sponsoring today's video, and now let's get back to it. We'll probably be adding some sort of kitchen break room area because again, we're gonna have pretty much all the car shop side of what we do in this facility, which there's 5 of us. Then we're also gonna have the Hunt & Co side as well. So this area will be a lunch and break room for almost 10 people. So it needs to have space for a big lunch table, a little break room with a couch. We'll probably be adding like a little kitchenette area there. So that's what this room I think is gonna be. Who knows, we might watch this video in a month and be like, damn, we said we were gonna do this and we ended up not doing that. Highlighting how beautiful these walls are. And the roof, I think we're gonna paint the roof too. Kinda gross, kinda gross. Moving on to another room. Keep in mind, the spot that we're in right now that we share with Throttle, me, Anthony, Dylan, and I don't know, I guess like Calvin sometimes, all share one office room that's this big. That new space that we're in right now that you guys are currently watching the videos, that was always a placeholder until we like knew we were moving out, because we knew that we were gonna be moving out at the end of January in 2024, and that was a placeholder. So like we're finally gonna have the office space we need, we're finally gonna have space to be alive. I think this is gonna be my office.
This is the presidential suite, if we're being honest.
All right, look, there's windows. Twan loves this room because there's windows.
Dude,
and they can open them up. It's like a panoramic.
So cool.
It's nice, but Twan just farted.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now I think will be my office. I think this might be Twan's editing room. I'm not quite sure. I think that's what it's gonna be. This will be communal room, I guess. Do I show him the warehouse yet?
Nah, get the other side.
We'll wait for that.
Yeah.
So moving on, we're back to where we kind of entered in for the first time. Lobby area, I guess. Potential, if we ever do like a Hunt & Co open house, where we'll host like a big meet and then like say what's up and you can like buy something. You leave this door open. There's like all of our cars. There's like 30 cars.
It's right here. Oh, no, there we go.
That's it. I'm right here. Hello. And you're like, hi, can I get a t-shirt? I'm like, yeah, absolutely. Here you go. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe one day. So you have that little room. This room pretty much starts the side of Hunt & Co. I think this is gonna be like my design room. I'm a very visual learner, so when it comes to Hunt & Co and planning Hunt & Co, I usually have like a big board and I'm like printing things out and we're like putting things up so I can like see, at the end of Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, here's our like brand identity, here's what we're doing, and here's like ETAs on certain product that we're doing. Maybe it's where we do like the photo shoots with the big drop down, it's not quite sure. This room's disgusting, it looks like a baby puked in 8 different areas, so.
This is probably the worst.
It is, we'll be doing new carpeting in here as well over the next few weeks. I know it looks gross now. This will be one of the offices of Hunt & Co where we do all like the printing out orders and going through all that type of just, I don't know, e-commerce stuff. I don't do it, so don't know what I mean. I forgot to include this in this video, so I'm filming this right now. we're doing a big moving sale for Hunt & Co. Because we're moving into the new building, we're gonna do a sale on everything that we currently have so it makes our move a little bit easier. It's remaining inventory, and we restocked a few different t-shirts and designs that were previously sold out. So head over to the website, click the link down below, or just go over to thehuntandcompany.com and you can shop that stuff. Help us out, guys. We're making it as cheap as possible so we don't have to move as much stuff. So be sure to go check it out. Click the links down below. Thank you, enjoy the sale.
Ooh, they can't see that yet.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 different offices, 7 different office rooms, maybe 8. I'm dyslexic, so don't don't ask me. I'm gonna take you guys to the warehouse side. The warehouse side was one of my favorite things when I saw this space because I wanted to look for a building that could house 2 separate businesses. The shop side and Hunt & Co.'s packing, fulfillment, order distribution, and they both need a lot of square footage. We've currently been in 2 separate buildings, 2 separate locations. And to find a spot where you could have one freestanding building and have 2 separate warehouses that share office space or whatever kind of configuration you can come up with is really difficult. It took me a long time to find, and this one kind of just fell in my lap, so I got very blessed with that. It just took a lot of patience. And what makes this really unique is that the warehousing space is like an L, and it's divided by separate wings so that we can keep out, you know, cars have fumes and they have dust and they have things that can settle. So you don't want to, I never wanted to have like the Hunt & Co. packing side with the cars because having those 2 things intermixed, they get dirty. You'd be surprised. Like, you might not see anything, but just running a car inside or for tuning a car or doing whatever, it gets dirty. So having them separated was a big deal. So we found this place. The warehouse side was so large that it was able to divide and conquer. So it is so cool. There's an echo in here because it's so big. I've never even had anything close that is the size of this. Like, nothing close. Hunt & Co. right now is maybe 30% of what this whole entire space is. And then where we have our current shop space is literally maybe 15%. Like, we're talking about, and we've purposely been operating on the smallest square footage possible because I was always looking for this space, and it just took a long time to find it, and here we fucking are. So this is gonna be the Hunt & Co. side. Why don't you walk down to where...
All the way to the other end?
It's not all the way.
Okay.
Walk.
Yeah. I'll keep going.
Walk.
Right about...
Keep going.
Right here.
Keep going.
Keep going? Okay.
Keep going a little bit.
Like right here?
Probably a little more.
Oh, okay, a little more.
Okay, like right there.
Oh, like right here.
So everything from the camera's perspective to me, So everything on this side is going to be Hunt & Co. And then we even have a little more square footage over here. Oh, can't see me, sorry.
It's so stupid.
On this side. Hey, wait, I'm coming to one.
It's the pacer test. The pacer test.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, hold up.
Yeah.
Let me,
I got all day. There you are.
Let me just, had to come back because I was so far over there. That's crazy. That's nuts. So that's half of the space. So Tuan, why don't you...
Should I turn around or how do I show?
Why don't you come right over here? Why don't you come right over here? Okay, so everything you just saw over there was Hunt & Co. Where we're gonna have all of our rack space. We'll be able to house almost 20 to 30% more inventory, which means drops won't be selling out as quickly, which has been one of the biggest problems with Hunt & Co. People get frustrated, like, I get so frustrated that if I don't get something within the first few hours or first day, it sells out. Well, that's never been me trying to make people angry. It's more so we physically don't have any more space to hold them any more inventory. Like, there's no place to put it. It's not gonna be a problem anymore. This is an interesting topic. Currently, I think in the States, I at least have 20 something cars here. But if you notice on the channel, you only see the cars that are in the shop and the cars that are at home. And you'll notice that in the shop, we have a 4 car, and then we have the M4 stacked on the side. We take out like one of the cars off the list every day to do space. And then I have cars at home, then I have cars parked outside my house under covers, and then I have cars on display at the Magnaflow lobbies. I have other cars in other areas because there's no other places to put them, and I pay little spots to have them stored. Well, I won't need to do that anymore with this space. And that was one of the coolest things about it. I could finally house all of my collection that's here, at least stateside, in the same building, which is like, I don't know, for me that's huge, because I've always had, like, if I wanted to go drive my Mark V right now, I'd have to text MagnaFlow and ask if they could open the shop space and have someone come allow me to drive a car out, because it's just on display there. Whatever. We now have her. Come over here if you want.
You want me to turn around?
Get a nice little zoom out.
Here we go.
Give a little zoom out. So now, this is 4 or 5 times more space than I've ever had. Ever. I'll show you. Come back here. So, I'll be able to fit, and we already have all the lifts on order from Benpack. Thank you, Benpack. Love you. There's currently 4 new 2-post lifts that are going to go along this wall, and then we're going to have a 4 to maybe 6-car stacker here on this wall. And then
literally a speck in the distance.
And then I'll be able to fit all my cars in the same place for the first time ever. And to think that this was all just a dream. It's so surreal, it's so crazy. I know I'm being a little goofy right now, but I'm just so excited. Like, this is an absolute dream come true. And this space is gonna look like $1 million, dude. Once we do our improvements, we get some paint on the walls, we get our logos up there. We have the 4-car, 6-car right here. We're gonna have a full fabrication station with TIG welders, MIG welders, pipe benders. We're gonna have 4 lifts, all at a 45-degree slant, so you can put cars in here. We're gonna have a full new lev rack system that's gonna house all of our spare parts and bolts and nuts, and then we're gonna have the tire changer corner, the tire balancer, the compressor. We'll probably have some sort of like big Nitto tire wall in here. And then I'm like, oh man, I have a meeting for Hunt & Co. Sorry guys, I need to drive to our other office. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll just be like, oh, hey guys, I'm just gonna go over here, and I'm just gonna walk. And I'm gonna be like, yo, what up? This had a drop. Let's go. Let's fire it up in here, baby. And sorry, it's dark in here. We don't know how to turn the lights on.
We tried.
We haven't figured it out yet. The lighting in here is atrocious. But we're gonna fix all that. I'm excited. Oh, it's not the outside. So
when you thought it was done.
you thought it was done. Gross, gross. Can't wait to clean all this up. Disgusting. This is really cool. So in the back, we have a ton more space. We're thinking about, I don't know what we're gonna do out here, but the fact that we have a fenced in lot is really awesome. We're thinking about putting some outdoor equipment here. That could be like a sandblaster, potentially getting another lift, putting it here so you could like drive a car in here and like power wash the underside of it, like for the drift cars that just like go off track, or I crash, or they, you know, just get tired everywhere. You can come here, power wash all that up, make it look so good. 4 bay doors. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Or you can make this a burn yard.
I've only ever had 1. Now we have 4. A burn yard? No. I did see some people that are like, oh, I think TJ's gonna get Hoonigan's burn yard. They're like in LA. We don't live anywhere near there. That would be cool. But I think DDE might. I don't know. I was reading your guys' comments, but not quite sure. There's a couple weird things in here. Like, they put this fence up to like block this IT wall. I call it an IT wall. That's because I don't know what else to call it. I don't know. It's electronics and stuff. So we're gonna like fix a lot of this stuff and get the lighting good, because you know that's really important for the videos. I guess this will mark the first episode of our new space in here and the upgrades we're gonna make to it. But I really wanna leave with the message that to succeed in life, you need to take risks. And that doesn't mean take dumb risks. That doesn't mean quit your job and pursue something you know nothing about. But it means finding out what you wanna do, creating a goal for it and chasing that goal, and doing everything you can to achieve that. A lot of times in life, to get to a certain goal, it's not just a straight shot. A lot of times you'll kind of go this way, and then you'll go this way, and then you'll go back this way, and then you'll go this way. And it's looking at it in a larger perspective, and you might get taken a bunch of different ways. Things might happen that you don't understand why they happen. Things might happen that might make you mad. Things might happen just the right way sometimes. But the idea is the progression towards that goal. Without a goal, you can't score. And that's, you know, really been my biggest thing that I've been thinking on the last month or two when securing this place. Is there was a lot of things that had to happen for this to become a reality. And I'm not gonna lie, it is freaky to see a space this big. It is freaky to see how many people are involved now with this channel. Because when it just first started, if you're new here, you might not know this, but I've been doing this out of my parents' bedroom for the last decade. And it's always just been me. And only in the last few years has it really gotten larger than that, and where my mindset and mind frame has been bigger than what I thought it could be. And I've been pushing the limits of what I think is possible for a YouTuber, or, you know, those like boxes we put ourselves in. So I really hope that this message can fire some of you guys up, because you are the biggest restriction to your success. I believe that wholeheartedly. If you believe you can't do it, you never will be able to. But if you are your biggest fan, you're your biggest cheerleader, and you understand that you need to be the reason why you get up in the morning, you have to be the reason why you can get excited every morning, anything is possible. And I think that this building, as intimidating as it can be, to honestly, just as the videos go on, being a business owner, like sometimes I get kind of like, not freaked out, but I look at everyone and there's like 10 people, and I'm like, whoa, those are my people. Those like that's, sometimes it like, not freaks me out isn't the right word, but I'm just like, damn, like where's the time gone? Like that's wild. If you're not a little nervous, you're not a little scared, odds are you're not thinking big enough. And with that, I just want to say thank you. I'll give you guys an update video as soon as we get some improvements in here. And I would have brought in the super in here, but there's a bunch of like studs that are cut half, and I didn't want to pop a tire because you can't really see them from like the last bit of equipment that was once in this spot. As always, thank you guys so much for watching this video. This is just the beginning to a brand new journey that I can't wait to take you guys along in. Hopefully, relatively soon, we get to host our first big open house, or our own cars and coffee or something, and it'll be special. It'll be really special. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next video. We're gonna be getting back to the NSX in the next episode. We've made a lot of improvement and a lot of progress in the last few days, and I know you guys are itching for it, so it's coming. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys then. Peace out, and keep moving forward.